In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the TikTok sensation Blow. Let's see if the camera will focus on it. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have seen it, but this has been going up all over TikTok. Blow, it's marketed as an energy powder, it says. And what it actually is that it's a caffeine and hydrous powder, and it also has inositol. And I'm going to actually be trying this for you guys today, letting you guys know its effects, what it does, its pros and its cons. And at the very end, I'll let you guys know if I think you should try it or if it's just kind of like some TikTok hype. So first off, let's go over the background of it. If you guys are on TikTok at all, you guys have probably seen Blow going up on there. It's so funny what products actually get big on TikTok, because me, I'm 24 and TikTok is mainly like, it's grown to be more than the kids app, but I still associate it with being just a kids app. And I'm like, whoever designed this and whoever like came up with the name of it, like did the marketing behind it and everything, even putting it in this very, very small like capsule, even like you can see there, it says energy powder. It's like they know what they were doing, you know. It's not like it just was an accident or anything. So it's just kind of funny that they market this and it's like mainly a kids app. But yeah, so let's go over what each of these ingredients are within it and what they actually do. The first ingredient is caffeine and hydrous, and basically what that is, guys, is just caffeine. Like it's like the powder form of it. So if you guys have ever had, it's funny they market this as an energy powder. If you guys have ever had pre-workout before, caffeine and hydrous is in a lot of pre-workouts. And normally, you know, how you would take it is that you put it in whatever drink that you're drinking, whether it be juice, water. You just, a lot of times you just add water to it, and then they have like its own like flavors. They have kiwi, strawberry, mango, whatever, and you just mix it up, and that's how a lot of pre-workouts go. So it's funny that they have this and they market it as an energy powder, because that's another thing too, guys. Normally I feel like you wouldn't even be able to make a product like this, but since TikTok isn't as regulated just yet, I think that's how they've been able to really blow up their marketing, because this is in TikTok Shop. They have their own website, but it's funny because you can't find it on Amazon because Amazon doesn't play stuff like that. But yeah, that's the first ingredient. And then let's see if I can show it in the camera for you guys, just in case you haven't actually, if you don't have the product yourself and you're wondering. But it's so tiny too. If you look at it, guys, it's like smaller than my pinky. It's smaller than the tip of my pinky. The very second and only other ingredient that's in it is something called inositol. And inositol, it's actually a funny story behind it. So they call this Blow, and if you know about the other kind of Blow, I'm not trying to get demonetized, I'm not trying to promote the use of it, but if you know about the other kind of Blow, let's call it Blow number one, the OG Blow, they actually cut it a lot with stuff. So if you guys don't know, because I'm not going to say, I'm not even going to say what class of it is, but you guys can kind of take a hint. A lot of times when you get it, it's not pure. Like it's never really pure unless you get it from like Bolivia or like Colombia. And even then it's like hard to get in the States, but they always cut it with a couple different things. It's funny because I've heard of, you know, dealers, they're not the best people. So I've heard of them cutting it with like things like caffeine and inositol. It's something that's been used for a long time to kind of cut the OG Blow number one, just to basically give it, just because it's not pure and they don't want to like, it's basically to help like with margins and stuff. And since inositol is a form of sugar that's naturally found in our bodies, it has no harm and no harmful effects or anything. So it's not really too much of a benefit that you get from it. Online, it says it can help with different things like OCD, depression a little bit, but it doesn't really have like a benefit. You can buy inositol all by itself. Like if you looked it up right now, you could buy it on Amazon. But yeah, just a little fun fact for you guys. It's actually used to cut the actual, you know, OG Blow number one with it. And yeah, so now on to the fun part. You guys are probably wondering, all right, what's it like? What's its effects and everything? What does it even look like? And I'm gonna actually show you guys right now what it's like and kind of how are we gonna, you know, use it? How are we gonna take it? All right, guys. So here we have the product right here, the energy powder Blow. And yeah, I'm gonna open it up and kind of show you guys what it looks like. And yeah, maybe we can see how do we take it. So I have my little black book right here so we can see what it looks like a little bit better. And yeah, so when you open up the capsule, when you open up the little capsule, it looks like this. And we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of it out like that. I'm actually gonna zoom the camera a tiny bit more. Yeah, just a little bit. And yeah, so you guys will see right here, yeah, it's just a powder like any other powder. And when I pick it up in my hands, it feels kind of like flour a little bit. Here, let's see if you guys can see that a little bit closer. But yeah, you can see it on the book here pretty good. Yeah, it's a powder, and it's actually so funny because I'm like, what do they expect you to do with this? It's like they put it in this really tiny capsule like this, and it's an energy powder, but it's like if this was like pre-workout, you'd probably use a whole one of these in just one pre-workout powder. So the thing is too, here I'm gonna put the cap on back on so we don't spill it, but I'll read it out to you. Actually, on the back of it, it says that it's caffeine anhydrous, and it's about 160 milligrams of that and 150 milligrams of the inositol. So technically, if you were to put all of this, like the whole thing, into some type of like water or juice as a pre-workout powder, for lack of better words, you'd be geeking, and not the type of geek that you would get off of taking the OG below number one, as we want to say. But yeah, guys, so I don't really know, what do they expect us to do with this. Here, I'm gonna grab something. Okay, just because I have no other way to kind of move it around and I don't want to keep getting it on my hands. So look, what do they expect you to do with this? Guys, I've never, done this a day in my life, but I'm just like, all right, I wonder what it would be like if we were to kind of just separate it. Like, they also don't give us a measuring spoon, so I'm like, how do you measure like how much is what, I'm just kind of moving it around right now so you guys can see the consistency. It's a little bit like flour, but almost like if it had a little bit of salt in it as well too. I think the question of the hour is, how do you feel when taking it? So I'm gonna switch back to the regular cam, and I'll let you know basically like, yeah, what my results were with it. All right, so yeah, you guys saw from our little analysis of it, like what it actually looked like. I will let you guys know basically what my results were. So I don't really know how they expect us to take this because there's no actual directions of, do we mix it with water? Like basically how do you take it? So I will say your best bet is probably gonna be to mix it with water, but I'll let you guys know from me trying it. There are different ways you can take it. There's a way called insufflation, and I'm not recommending you guys to insufflate it. If you guys don't even know what that is, look it up. But I would not recommend that because it's not going to be good for wherever you insufflate stuff too, if you know what I mean. Again, not trying to get demonetized, but yeah, I tried it, guys, and honestly, Blow was a bust for me. I have to rate it a 0 out of 10. I didn't get any benefits from it. Maybe I could feel the caffeine stimulation a tiny bit with it, but it wasn't anything noticeable, I'm like, if you want to feel energy, you might as well just go drink a coffee or an energy drink or something. So there are much better ways to feel hype, to get energy, and I think this is all just kind of like marketing, It's like, it's kind of funny they got me to buy it even to review it for you guys, so it kind of works. But I would say it has no benefits. I wouldn't say it has any cons either. Now, if you do insufflate it, again, it's gonna probably hurt where you insufflate it to, so I don't recommend that. But yeah, this is all just TikTok hype basically, guys. It really has not much value, but comment down below, have you guys tried it before? Like, this is such like a trendy product on TikTok shop. I'm just like, I don't even know how they're able to get this in the store.